The 2015-16 MaxPreps Tour of Champions presented by the Army National Guard has made 100 stops total, with the final 27 coming during the spring portion of the tour. 50 of the nation's best high school football programs, 10 volleyball, 20 boys and girls soccer teams, and 20 girls and boys basketball programs have been visited by the Army National Guard and presented with the spectacular Army National Guard National Rankings Trophy. From Maine to California and everywhere in between, the Tour of Champions has validated the best seasons and honored their accomplishments at parades, pep rallies, and community celebrations. Penn High's head coach Christy Ulrich had this to say about the tour coming to celebrate her girls' basketball program's accomplishments. The Army National Guard fits the Tour of Champions because they represent hard work, dedication, and the true sacrifice that it takes to be successful. These things all directly translate to success on the court and in the classroom to the student athlete. Our program feels so blessed, and we are so honored that MaxPreps and the National Guard picked Penn High School as one of their Tour of Champions teams. We appreciate this honor so much. The Spring MaxPreps Tour of Champions presented by the Army National Guard began March 11th and celebrated 27 of the top programs in the country. 7 boys and girls soccer and 20 girls and boys basketball teams were honored, highlighted by stops at the nation's #1 ranked boys basketball team, the 35-0 Chino Hills Huskies, who also boast Coach of the Year Steve Back and Player of the Year Lonzo Ball. And how about the #1 girls basketball team, Duncanville of Texas, who just so happened to finish 39-0 with a 6A state title and their 4th time being named to the Tour of Champions. Add to the list of #1 ranked teams Madison Central girls soccer that went 22-0-1 and not only won their 3rd straight state title, but were honored for a 2nd straight year by the Tour of Champions. And you take all of that in, and you have the elite of the elite being celebrated by a team that has no equal, the Army National Guard. When the MaxPreps Tour of Champions presented by the Army National Guard honored Madison Central of Mississippi, the boys and girls soccer coach Cecil Hines said this: "The Army National Guard represents the true meaning behind the character necessary to face challenges and overcome obstacles. They embellish the concept of being part of something bigger than yourself." Thank you again for honoring our school with the prestigious Tour of Champions ceremony. Also, Norcom head boys basketball coach Leon Goolsby said this when we honored his Greyhounds team: "The Tour of Champions is a great program. My team felt very special to be honored by the Army National Guard." The Army National Guard shows it is committed to recognizing student athletes for all their hard work and accomplishments. 100 champions in all have been honored on the most epic tour in all of high school sports, the MaxPreps Tour of Champions presented by the Army National Guard. Thank you all for following the entire journey around the country at maxpreps.com/TOC.